I don't know, man. I mean, the troll is definitely good against the lifestealer, but they have so many other heroes that are good against the troll.
And this will allow 11 at least to be able to contest N0tail a little bit, force him back with some static link. Can the DK actually weather the storm? Like, there seems to be like a lot of chip damage that can still be thrown out from OG towards him.
Actually,
maybe hold that thought as S4 in trouble. The Curse Crown locks him up. And VG Gaming's aggressive tri-lane works perfectly. You mentioned it, the weak Phoenix just cannot do anything to stop them. They really can't do anything about this bottom lane's equilibrium.
Yep, and that's the big key is the lane control. Like, that's what makes this tri-lane so effective. If the lane was near the tower, it would be different, but they can just sit here and zone completely.
11, maybe a little bit too deep in here. Jirax has some bonus. At 11, makes a break for the side trees. Man, able to attack him once. Got 2 points up in that poison attack. Jirax will need to punch him once, and then one from the Viper. And that is 11 going down.
They missed a full creep wave at the tower, though. So while it's a nice kill, it's not as effective as what's happening down bottom.
They'll still probably take what they can get bottom lane. S4's in trouble. The Sunray trying to give the extra life. Bramble not able to cancel it off. So S4 does have a little bit more sustain, but it's still not enough. VG Gaming can just stand their ground and keep going. And they may go underneath the tower looking for Fly. The attacks, they reach, but Fly lives on 14 HP underneath that tier 1 tower. They followed him through the Icarus.
Bottom lane is just completely dead for OG, and this is going to be a real issue for them if they don't recover.
Looks like VG trying to set up in towards mid lane, so Lanham's ready to go. He's got a 1-1-1 build. Ori still with Dragon Tail, just a whole Troll Warlord in position. Gets the Bramble. No, actually, the Bramble positioning was wrong, so it's a body block Curse Crown that will do the work. And Fenrir's TP rotation in, giving him the bonus damage they required through Chilling Touch. 11 gets to stack, take up a bounty rune. And if Jirax wants to try and fight around, in fact, I think Paparazzi just wants to open wounds. Triggers the phase boost, closing the distance, then open wounds, Spirit Stomp. 11's already got the distance on him, but then it's Jirax who becomes the main target. 98 stolen damage from 11, pumped directly into the back of Jirax. OG really wanted to fight up on top. They even smoked S4 and Fly to move that way. Now they have to go mid to get somebody else. It will be the Dragon Knight. Not a lot of one charges. With a Viper Strike, they slow him down. Sunray, the burn is real right now on DK. And that's a good movement to at least make up for what happened on top.
Easy items, they're never going to really fall off, and they're going to have timings that they hit every 2 or 3 minutes.
Still waiting to see when any of these heroes from OG will really be a good thing. Oh no, N0tail's actually, he started to initiate onto Paparazzi on the top lane, but Fenrir, all he had to do was wait for Paparazzi to turn around, get the open wounds off, and then just get a kill. Maybe there's a rebuttal. Bottom lane, 11, trying to juke around the tree lines. One charge just gives him a little bit of extra life. Straight into the Supernova. 11, reaching the shrine. He'll get regeneration. He's got the distance as well. The ET splitter, they have to back off away from everything. Finally, 11 will fall. The Paparazzi's rotation. They're looking for more out of this one. Push him away. Fly, feared up. The 3-for-1 trade-off at the moment. As Troll Warlord died underneath his T1 tower up on top before.
Troll just needs like a Battle Fury, his BKB, and maybe one more item. And then he'll start to eat every hero in Vici alive. But the issue is he always has to contend with this Razor who can just do this.
Yep, and then they turn on him. S4's in the neighborhood. The Ice Blast won't be able to connect strongly. They just toss 11 further away. Trying to keep a little bit of distance between S4 and that Lightning Storm. At N0tail, now he's in way too deep. The Cold Feet triggers. N0tail goes down, taking the tower as well. Jirax considering a fight. S4's ready to throw him into the fight if they can get close enough. Fenrir is there. And if Troll shows himself on bottom, he will be target number 1. And N0tail has no escape mechanism from it. They know they want to delay that Battle Fury you're talking about. Gonna happen once more. Blink, stun, Cold Feet. It looks too easy.
And they saved the Dragon form too. I like that little thing, but now they're able to just continue to pressure. Fenrir AA also places a really nice ward that probably won't get countered. That'll see the shrine in the tower, and then another one as well. Secure this area for Lifestealer.
This is such a good movement. Now they dominate the mid lane. OG's still trying to get rid of that tier 2 tower. S4's in deep. Paparazzi just rages, wants to try and fight this. Ice Blast is on the way in, and it connects. S4 will shatter. Fly, Icarus dive into the Nova. He wasn't going to survive. There was too much damage coming his way. Are they going to attack it in time? VG, no, they won't. The Nova will be able to connect and fly. Spirit and jump as fast as he possibly can. Back to safety. The Paparazzi's on the chase. Dragon form committed. Maybe they take the mid tower. Maybe they take Roshan.
Yeah, the vision from Vici is so good right now. They have 4 fresh wards just placed. That is so much map control, especially when they hit all these timings.
Blink. And with the Ice Blast, they walk into it. Oh no! The toss actually trying to save him from the Ice Blast. It won't work, however. Mad's still down, but the Sunray is great, combining with the Stomp. Curse Crown, they get a little bit more distance, but Life Stealer, he does pop. Here's your fear as they toss in Ori. Really, really close on the back of Flying. It's just dragon on dragon at the moment, but No Tail wraps around the back lines. He's got himself a double damage rune. Did a lot of work to the back, and then Fenrir will fall. They need a little bit more control. No Tail can't just run straight up that hill, but they can take the mid-tier 1.
Like 4v5 on the enemy side of the woods, so that it doesn't allow them a free walk into Roche, but maybe you save Egg for that eventual engagement.
Well, they're starting their TPs in now. S4 wants to beat into the town. Paparazzi arrives. And so does Lanham. Look for the Bramble. Tiny getting caught by it. And the Cursed Crown starting his TP. What's that timing going to be like? They fear him up. And this is S4 knowing he is dead. A Sunray from Fly was almost frivolous at the end. Say almost, it was.
It's just the Roche timing now for Vici. They're in a decent position, but they want to capitalize on this lead. Whoa.
11. Okay, Fog of War kind of helped out both sides in that front. No Tail can see the Ice Blast coming from a mile away, so he runs up north, then tries to turn and fight. He needs help. Mad's coming in, but it's way too late, and 11's got 210 stolen damage. So even when he wanted to turn and fight, there was no damage coming from No Tail.
Paparazzi going to go for Sanjin Yasha next. Again, I really like this style of Lifestealer in this sort of game, where you just never really fall off. You're constantly adding items to your repertoire that allow you to just be stronger and stronger. And he's been the best and most powerful hero on the map for the last 16 minutes of the 20-minute game.
11 going to regret sticking around to hit that one last creep. He took 3 hits to get rid of that last creep. And he could only stick around for 1, so OG, a good gang, picking off 11. This will allow them to carry some momentum into the tier 1 tower on the bot lane, but it looks like VG's coming to defend.
I really wish he had just gone Drums BKB, instead opting for the Yasha Hood, which will then eventually become a BKB, but
the jump,
oh my goodness.
Just going in. Is this almost a solo effort right now? It is! All he's got is a blink dagger, but he does have 13 levels, and Matt's just like, okay.
That's all I can say.
Oh, you know there's going to be a tweet about that one later. You know they would love to contest this, but without the ET, doesn't look like they can.
They just need this BKB on Troll. They're going to lose.
Wait, is S4 going to YOLO that? No, he's doing a tree toss, but they saw him coming. The vision's already down for VG Gaming. They knew what was going to happen here. So at least they'll have the ET up, so he can TP out. Spirit Stomp, slow this up. The sprites as well. Buyback on Tiny, probably not, but here comes that Spirit. Ori's already out, so stomping. Paparazzi already raged up. He doesn't really care at all. They lose Fly, they lose Roshan. And VG Gaming gain everything they need to think about cracking this OG base, or at least finishing the outer towers. So he's a recipe away from finishing up the BKB. Already has the Battle Fury. So clearance is a good thing for him. S4, he can jump out, finish off a wave, and then get the hell out of there. He's going to go for initiation as well for a Shadow Blade. Speaking of that, Lanham finding a target. It's going to be the Phoenix Egg. Can they actually crack it once more? No one's attacking this at all. And No Tail, the Ice Blast. He gets far enough away from it. S4 killing off the Dark Willow. Ori put himself smack bang in the middle of the fight, going against Fly, but Fly can Icarus dive away the last attack. It may tick him down. He's so low, but Ori keeping the pressure up. Paparazzi trying to get to Fly underneath the tier 2 tower. No Icarus dive, needs to Sunray over the tree line, but it won't happen. Rage and run from Paparazzi to find No Tail in the trees. The Spirit Stomp creates a little bit of space. And that's Jirax, who now has to run north away from the DK. This is all wasting time of VG Gaming. They're trying to make the most out of it while 11 attacks that mid-tier 2 tower. But the chase is on as Jirax. 4-staff, Spirit, and then TP. At least he can get some nice bonuses from this, right? Actually, no, he can't.
They have Aegis for 1 more minute. They might look to use it here.
Just send Paparazzi up, just make him hit the tower. Try and bait out abilities from OG. Has already the Stomp. I'm about to trigger him a little bit. And then, well, okay. toss, doesn't get him all the way back. S4's in so deep, and he's going to go down. The plasma field, not to mention Paparazzi's claws, reaches him enough. Another ET stomp tries to position VG in a bad one underneath that tower. Paparazzi still taking the damage. You know he wants to keep fighting. He's still got this Aegis Immortal. Watch the timer of it as he goes in deep, but just toggling his way through all the damage of OG. And that damage, like, where's it come from now? Troll's down for 53 seconds without a buyback available. Mad wants to be that man, hitting into Ori, putting that TP, that Blink Dagger on cooldown. The Paparazzi knows it's time to back up. The Aegis is very close to running out. It went up there, and they haven't seen him come back again. So, PG Gaming prepare themselves for their own fight. Damn, that DK looks good. AC, BKB, and Blink with a Gem of True Sight. Nowhere to hide for S4. Even if he did have the Shadow Blade, which he does not yet.
Yeah, they're going to just herd them towards their wards.
Yep, underneath the Observer Sentry, they've got good vision. Where's this Avalanche toss combination? The backlines! They do at least kill off the Ancient Apparition, so no Ice Blast here. The Nova gets mopped up. Paparazzi was able to just rage and beat into it. No tell. Now he's worried once more. The jump forward, there's no static link. It didn't do enough damage or damage steal, but it won't matter. OG lose 3. They're still on the run. S4 trying to save No Tell by tossing him a little bit further away, but I don't think OG can save anything apart from a little bit of dignity. They are down to one hero and VG. They own this map, they own this game, and it looks like they own the final qualifying slot. This is their only choice. They have to be able to contest Roshan. There is no other way for OG to really get back into this. If they give both Aegis and Cheese to VG Gaming, they cannot win the fight. So they're running out, looking for the opening. Lifestealer, there is S4 jumping in, Avalanche toss combination, but then the stun, no tell! 3 hits is all it took from Paparazzi, and that could just be the ball game right there. 3 heroes down, only the support survived for OG. And Troll Warlord, the sole core with a buyback available. Oh, there she goes. You don't even need to have the creep wave with you. You're fighting through the backdoor regeneration. They'll give it one last hurrah when everyone comes back to life again. Fight around the tier 4 towers, because that's what the state of this base is going to be. It's going to be full megas when they're all back to fighting strength.
Such a sad way for them to end this tournament. Beating VG earlier in the day. Forcing this tiebreaker, only to have, like, not even necessarily a poor showing, just a game that just felt out of their control from the very start.
Hey, at least they found something. They found Lanham. Okay, no, they didn't. They found the Shadow Realm. This is not where you want to be. Pegasus, don't fight against them here as they just get the pick off. Mad surrounded by 11 as well as Paparazzi. No tell. This is the last hurrah. Stand his ground and do the fight. But 3 are down. It is time to almost call it. Fly's throwing out the sprites. Durex will create space with a 3-man sleep. Everyone does look tired, but VG looks hungry as Fly caught in the tree line and said, there it is. OG calls GG. And that is it. OG will join the ranks of Keen Gaming, Effect, and Pain. And those ranks are the ones that get to sit on the sideline and watch the rest of the qualifiers and the main event.
Oh, it's a TB.
Oh, the TB versus Phantom Lancer matchup.
Yeah. I like that hero a lot here.
Yeah.
So it is KP Puck off lane.
Maybe they just take this game making me look stupid, but it just feels like they're thinking. It seems that they're unsure, and I can't think of any reason. I can't believe Pyke's
They're going to
playing
go
Dragon
first
Knight.
blood on Zai. Homing missiles on the way. They'll ensnare him to slow him down. 33. Oh, Burrow Strike wants to try and help out, but with the kinetic field already up, Zai has no way to run around. They just try and tank up the rocket barrage, but it won't work. Kaka getting in front of 33. They'll go for more, as I think 33 understands that he is dead. Even with the 1 charge that's available on this Burrow Strike, 1 more attack will do it. Moogie will be the one to achieve it. And this is now 2-0 in favor of Newbee. These rotations from OpTic were meant to help them, and it seems to have hurt them. AP is probably thinking about it, but he needs his level 6 first. Karka's just walking underneath a dire Observer Ward, and that Courier is just going to follow him straight over. So Karka, he plants down his own Observer Ward rather aggressively, and this should be a very dead Naga Siren. Actually, maybe not. He's got 14 1 charges. If he pops this before the Maledict pop, maybe he doesn't take as much damage. Faith is in the neighborhood. Now they decide to turn and snare onto PPD and space the wall. Such great play from Faith! He is the ultimate CC master, even bringing PPD so low the Kaka turns around to keep fighting, goes for the Riptide, and PPD will use his combo once more. The glimpse back over Zai. PPD, he is so low, the Orb Event Black Cannon from Moogie. He'll take a double kill out of all of it. And OpTic Gaming, you say they were potentially tilted after the first game and being dropped down because of their loss earlier today. Middle lane is coming for OpTic. Zai and PPD smoked up. They are going to rotate a little bit further north, so maybe they're looking to get KP. Bit of a dangerous situation. And actually, the Shrine's not available for him. It just got burnt. So the aggressive vision gives them all the information they require, knowing KP's behind the tower. So Dragon Tail stun. Pycat's looking for the timing. Orb already committed by KP. TP support is coming in, but it's going to be way too late and even gets cancelled. Understanding that with OpTic's rotation through the east, that a ward would definitely be up. Drum charge is up for DK. That's his first item, still with 1,700 gold, so you know the Blink Dagger.
The Song is up though, Song Disruptor ult, and it's very difficult to play a whole game without standing on top of one other guy.
Moogie's on the run, stunned up, chain stunned as well. Impale into Burrow Strike. Moogie needs more life, needs more friends, but he doesn't have a Pycat. Connects with the Breathe Fire, then straight into Dragon Form, beating into the Tier 1 tower. Naga's coming top. If he quickly songs, okay, they're in a sentry. Like if you set up on 33, but you want to hold the song. Bottom lane, underneath the tower, Pycat. They're kind of chasing Faith, but the Dream Coil will catch Pycat. This will turn everything around into the call down of Moogie. He's still holding the flat cannon charges as in comes the jump. KP in between the fight. PPD should be able to kill off Faith, but Faith leaves the storm behind. PPD leaving everyone behind with the TP barely escaping. The Thunderstrike damage is not enough. And Pycat, not only does he stay alive at the bottom, he'll take the Tier 1 tower. Moogie and the Disruptor both falling for Newbee. So no extra CCs easily. But there's 4 heroes from OpTic ready to fight. Song of the Siren is still up. They don't have the combination with Storm yet, however. 16 seconds before it comes off cooldown, and because Faith didn't find that Observe Ward inside the Radiant jungle, he's going to get caught out as well. Thought he was safe, was very uncertain about where OpTic have vision. And now Kaka, Song of the Siren. But no Disrupt the Storm to follow up, so it's all up to KP. Dream Coil, Silence, that's what they need to get, and they managed to get both of it with the Sentry Ward. Zai is not invis, he thought he was, but it doesn't matter when he can stop the Terrorblade. No Sunder available, the Paralyzing Cask, actually it wasn't even that, it was just a Death Ward. Dishing out enough damage.
That's Triple C. Not on one of his signature heroes. I've only seen him play Terrorblade a couple times. Here's the replay, but as you can see, like the Disruptor's dead, and now Kaka TPs. He has Song, but like you can't actually take that fight.
Well, we're back to live. This time CCNC getting caught inside that storm. He needs a little bit more life to survive. Doppelganger, he's running north, but Moogie knows exactly where. Into the Fog of War, can't make it. Oh, space creating stun from Zai. Not exactly certain if he's got enough space. They Sentry Ward, and there goes your TP cancel. 2 heroes lost at Newbee. First time in a while. I say a while, like 5 minutes. They come out on top for a quick little fight, and then into a push. Tier 1 tower. The Sand King can actually be very free. He's picked up a Blink Dagger. That's why this smoke maneuver from OpTic is just so good. As long as they can stay out of vision. They're right underneath the Radiant Obs and Sentry. That is a Terrorblade just sitting down there. The stun will connect. They'll have to fight underneath the Tier 3 tower. And then the Death Ward. KP tried to help out with the Dream Call as well as the Storm. They actually have that help. Zai's trying to tank it. He didn't want to actually break it. Okay, Faith, yeah, that was the wrong ability. He put a smoke down instead of the Sentry. Still gets both, and then the Glimpse back. So 33 will still die for it. Bit of a waste of the smoke. Those things are rare. And OpTic Gaming getting very aggressive to keep the Terrorblade down.
BKB soon on the Gyrocopter. It's going to be a necessary item for them to have any chance of winning a team fight. And then he cannot fear like this Carapace into stun combo
PPD's walking
anymore.
underneath the Sentry Ward. He doesn't know. They drop a secondary one, so ensnare, control, but the Burrow Strike! 33 in the follow-up double impel. As you said, it's a perma stun. Even the Spike Carapace being used to slow down Moogie. He threw the call down, and now they can follow up, and 2 turns to 3. OpTic Gaming, this may be a ticket to go up. They've got a creep wave on the way. It's not there just yet. But 33 is prepared. He's in the tree lines with a level 2 epicenter brewing. Ready for the jump. If they can hit KP, you know OpTic will fully jump to this. And as the epicenter into the back lines going up to KP. The storm is down. Nice phase shift from KP, dodging the brief fire of Pycat. Fireback is there from the gyrocopter. 33 needs more distance, but the homing missiles coming his way. Sentry ward planted. Can't hide, and just get the double barrier strike. That'll work. They take the tier 3 tower. 21 minutes in as OpTic are in full retreat.
No meta still on SCC.
Zai's waiting. KP, okay. That's called can't lay play. Now for Roshan, Newbee. They're in a hard position. You don't have the Naga Siren. Faith can just... Okay, now he'll wall, but they blink and they jump so quickly. You can turn on the reflection. Disruptor cannot get the ulti up. The Dream Call is nice. Pycat does not have this BKB to sit in there and protect, and they're going to lose to OpTic. They're getting the damage in. CCNC will finally arrive.
Epi.
Yep, epicenter, they need the barrier strike, it'll connect, but you already got the Sunder off. SCCNC will go down, but Mugi with the flat cannon, with the vision, he's already got himself a triple kill. But this fight going a lot better for Newbee, mainly thanks to the fact that there was no BKB on the DK. Either that's a cut this line around the front of Roshan so we can actually do this, or it's a we're going in here to try and fight. That's exactly what they are doing.
So
4-man
risky.
smoke up. CCNC is the man who's playing the bait on the front lines.
Ready for this. There's sentry down.
There's so many copies. He actually just used his doppelganger a little bit early to create more copies. 33 gets the barrier strike off on SCCC. Can they kill him in time? Song of the Siren. The reset, but the death wall from PPD is reaching him. SCCC needs to trade life, and he does it with Pycat. After the BKB was up, not what Pycat wanted. He needs more life. He needs more space, and it's being created in the back lines. Maybe with Mugi's attack. No, he still can't do it. Pycat's in the trees and far, far away. PPD is just too delicious to pass up, so Mugi will rocket barrage and flat cannon a little bit more. There's a 1-for-1 trade-off. All these huge abilities, not only supports have died, now you can get your reflection up, but Zai back into the mix. How can he get these stuns off? Epicenter from 33 is a little bit short. Mugi still holding his ground, but SCCC is bone dry, out of mana. The ore from KP will clean up Pycat, but the double stun holds them there. 33 playing an insane fight, but he can't live forever. He'll finally go down in death. The reflection, SCCC can claim him.
Wow.
And Newbee want to disengage. They're all so low with the buyback from DK. Financially, they're going to come out on top in this.
And he needs to play near flawlessly to win the fight. He needs to take out a support and then a core, and it's just going to be difficult. The Ag's almost finished on Mugi, and then his damage output is going to nearly double.
This confidence, Zai, he jumped in. The Observer Sentry was there, but when the jump came, KP just reacted so beautifully, they glimpsed him back. The Observer was higher, and Mugi, the position with the reflection. This flat cannon's gonna hit hard, but CCNC, BKB protecting him up, allowing him to keep on fighting the death wall from PPD with a high ground advantage. This is Newbee needing some distance. CCNC is still in the middle of the fight. He can't really steal that much damage, that much life with the Sunder, and now it isolates Kaka too. He goes Invis, the Glimmer Cape will protect him. KP becomes the new target. Same with Mugi. He moves up, but CCNC, he's claimed 2 so far. We'll look for the 3rd. KP can't get the phase shift after blink. Dragon Tail stun from Pycat is right on the money. Now they can claim Roshan.
And they fight into this new PLBKB, and they're getting it's like the 3rd time this game. They think they have an opening to make something happen, and they just don't need to.
And they jump in through the bottom lane. CCNC looking for a nice target. Right now, he's just making more CCNCs. Fortification has to be burnt by Newbee. You've got KP causing some pressure up on top lane. This tier 3 tower is down to half life, but OpTic know what they can get in return. It's a full lane of racks on the bottom. Newbee just don't want to fight. Maybe Kaka can get this Song of the Siren. Everyone's so close, but Kaka also insanely close. He was right on top of OpTic. They get caught in the storm, but they take minimal to no damage. Where is the fight? Where is the team? Where is Newbee?
Bottom lane, 3-3 is chasing the Terrorblade. He cannot get back to base.
He can't get back. He doesn't have a TP available. SCCNC's out of this fight. So is the Disruptor. This could be the game right now. You're going to lose 2 full lanes of racks. SCCNC is still moving back. Zion's going to move into intercept position. Pycap. Okay, the BKB has already been burned. CCNC copying a lot of damage to Mugi. He's actually going to go down, but both of them go down. No buyback for one, Aegis for the other. OpTic very happy with his trade. Finally, the Terrorblade has returned to his base, or what remains of it. And they're coming in through top. Where is Newbee? They're all not home yet. Okay, now the TPs are beginning. It's like they thought OpTic wouldn't push the final lane of Rax while Witch Doctor is down, and maybe they're not. In fact, maybe they just rotate in to catch out Newbee, who are coming back from the jungle. They were underneath the dire observe ward, so OpTic had all the information they required.
No buyback.
And now no buyback on a Naga Siren, who's meant to be your primary CC.
That could just be game. They
It may be. Pycat gets the jump in over towards Moogie. The dream call is nice. A quick interruption. Gyrocopter, he has to buy back. There's no other choice. If they lose this lane of Rax, it's good as game. SK caught inside the storm as he jumped in, so 33. He'll buy back as well, trying to rejoin the fight. Pycat's BKB now going to wear off. The tier 3 tower is still up. They get the glimpse. Pycat falls into a horrible situation as SCCC sunders off his life. That's a huge kill for them, and they may get more. After CCNC, without these BKBs, without the shield protection, OpTic Gaming are in trouble. KP's watching the back line. Zai trying to create more space, but this could be a dieback from him. SCCC has the damage available, and they do find it. Then to PPD, moving west. KP will focus on him. The rest of OpTic are already out, and they glimpse him back down again. And goodbye, PPD. The top lane of Rax remains intact. OpTic losing big heroes. And how much did it cost as far as the buybacks go? You had one on the Gyrocopter versus the SK buyback of OpTic.
That's going to be the game. All they need to do is kill Gyro. That'll open up to the game for them to take that third Rax.
CCNC will have a little bit of a better option in the fight. He won't just exploit if he can back out, having that heart, having that regeneration, and now also having the arcane rune. They can get in on this fight. So CCNC runs forward. The Burrow Strike! 33 hit the mark perfectly. The Storm from Faith, massively ineffective. SCCC, he needs to be able to sunder anybody, and he got Pycat. They linkens him up, and more SCCCs. How much has he really got? PPD's letting it rip, and here comes your representative from 33. The damage is there! A triple kill for the PL, and well played by Pycat. It has to come out from Newbee to make this game official. Disruptor will buy back, but no Gyrocopter, no Terrorblade. It really should be the game.
Otherwise, he may have gone down, but instead actually just crushing the Terrorblade. I think he even got some of the splash damage onto the Gyro as CCNC cleaned him up as well. That was a level 25 timing as well in the PL.
Good game, well played. Newbee understand there is no coming back from this. OpTic Gaming able to claim their first win in this tiebreaker, and Newbee will actually Team Liquid at 0-2 at the bottom of this tiebreaker.
It feels like fatigue might be playing a part in this game. I felt like both teams have played better, not just today, but throughout this tournament.